Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
We're back in downtown Springfield with the rise of El Barto. Bart might be in charge this time, but the aim's the same, 100% completion. Every mission, every race, every card, wasp and gag. Yep, all of it. So let's get to work. We start off with a few collectibles, picking up the first gag as you saw prior, as well as a card, and then start on some of the wasps. And with a few of these in the bag, let's head to Millhouse and get ourselves our first mission.
I gotta get the new Bone Storm or I'll be as uncool as Millhouse. I'm standing right here, Bart.
With Bart graciously roasting Millhouse as only he can, it's mission time, and the target, a copy of the legendary Bone Storm. With a race to try and save and actively avoiding Principal Skinner.
I'll get you, Bart, just like I got Charlie and Nam.
Afraid not.
Afraid so.
Afraid not.
Afraid so. Oh, damn your lightning-fast wit.
With Principal Skinner once again successfully outwitted, it's time to head to the try and save and finally get ourselves a copy of Bone Storm. Once here, we luckily get to go head to head with everyone's favourite bully, Jimbo. But not before a gag.
Too late, losers! I got the last game! Some crazy lady destroyed all the rest.
When will they learn? Video games don't kill people, they just kill their minds.
After wise words from our little pointy-haired friend, we get ourselves another gag and then head towards the DMV to see our nice aunties.
Hey buddy, how's it hanging?
Sheila over in personnel, parked in my space again today.
While here, we get the 3 costume collectibles out of the way and heading towards Grandpa to get the bonus mission.
What, is the Kaiser at it again? I'll teach him. He stole my best girl and my best box of saltwater taffy.
After listening to the old man waffle on, we have our next mission, and this is to pick up all the blood for Grandpa. Picking up one there and then head into modes where we can also pick ourselves up some gags, one on the love tester and one on the fruit machine as well here, as well as the pickled eggs.
Mo, do you have any human blood?
Nah, what about goat blood?
Sure, why not?
After picking up blood that's likely to kill Grandpa, we head to get the final one.
List. Do you have any blood?
Would you like fries with that?
After collecting blood as if we're in a Twilight movie,
oh no, why?
we head back to Grandpa to give it to him.
Nice and warm, just how I like it. Ooh, I'm gonna pour this on my flapjacks.
Some seriously questionable comments there, but at least we unlocked the World War II vehicle.
How am I gonna get that new game?
Who cares? Video games are so late 90s. Illegal fireworks are all the rave now.
With our hopes of getting Bone Storm fading, we then have the great idea of doing the only other thing a 10-year-old can do for fun, and that's blowing up stuff with fireworks.
Sorry, Bart. I can't serve booze to a minor. It ain't right.
I'm here to buy fireworks.
Oh, hell yeah.
So Mo draws the line at booze for kids, but explosives, I guess that's just good customer service. After successfully picking up the fireworks for Mo, Otto and Snape, it's time to head to Ralph Wickham to pick up the final ones.
Fireworks make my ears yell. Here's some gumdrops. Now make with the works.
After collecting all the fireworks, we get back into our vehicle and unfortunately attract the attention of Chief Wiggum. A little race scene here, we've got to get away from him. Do not do what I do here and try to successfully do the jump and not smash into the wall would probably help. Eventually though, we do escape from Chief Wiggum here and then can carry on with some collectible hunting, with 2 further wasps picked up next to the monorail. With that giving us a nice little throwback here, as I'm pretty sure I didn't actually know you could drive this even when I played this as a kid, so this is a lovely little learning curve from me here. Although short-lived, as we've got the next mission with Comic Book Guy.
Hey, Jabba the Fat, do you know where I can get a copy of Bone Storm 2?
The action was dismal, and the nudity was frustratingly fleeting.
With Comic Book Guy perfectly describing the end of Game of Thrones, it's time to head to the next mission, which is just to race the nerd to the Java server. Pretty simple, just a simple race here.
Professor Frink posted a message on my news group, alt.furryanimals.fanfiction.net, that he has bought up all the remaining video game.
Before heading to Professor Frink, we decided to do a little bit more collectible hunting, but not before some kind words from our own granddad.
Look where you're going, you idiot!
With the childhood abuse in hand, we pick up our 3rd card and then head to Frink to get the next mission.
I gotta play Bone Storm 2, give me one!
No can do, my pointy-headed friend. I need the power of video game violence to run my latest invention / monster.
Now who would have a World War II radio? That guy that sells all those grenades to Nelson might. I better check.
The next task is to head to Herman's World War II shop to pick up a radio, but not before something very relatable from Grandpa.
Oop, I missed myself!
We then learn that Herman's has been robbed from Chief Wiggum.
Hey, Springfield's lamest. What's the deal?
Didn't you hear? Herman's been robbed. Hey, you don't know who did it, do you? 'Cause if you did, boy, that would be great.
Oh, no. Now where am I gonna get a radio?
These fresh skid marks leading away from the scene of the crime could be a clue. But who's to say, really?
After Chief Wiggum does his best casually explained "is she into you" impression,
Is she into you? Yeah, again, you really can't be too sure.
we find out that it was Snake that stole Herman's World War II radio, and in order to win it back, we've got to complete a race against him. Pretty simple race, to be honest. Snake's got a fantastic car in this game, but then again, Snake's coming up against the best hit and run racer of all time. With the radio picked up, we just now require a satellite dish. We head over to Krusty Burger in order to pick one up.
Hey there, Mr. Slackjawed Yokel.
That be I.
Can I borrow your satellite dish?
Sure, if you help me scoop up my flat meat, sophisticated city youngster. Those darn revenuers don't like me selling roadkill.
So in order for us to get the satellite dish from Cletus, we need to pick up 14 pieces of flat meat within the allotted time, as well as keeping away from Apu and eventually escaping from him. You can see we encounter Apu over by the Krusty Burger, but after a relatively short time we're able to pretty easily get away from him, and then we can turn in the mission.
Rusty burgers are made of roadkill?
After Krusty Burger has its very own Tesco horse meat scandal, it's time to look at the progress, and we're over 50% of the way there, so still a lot to do. With that in mind, we go and start to pick up some of the collectibles, including the gags, the wasps, and a couple of the cards, in order to get even closer to that 100% completion record that we desperately desire.
Don't come in here. We're making sausage. Man sausages.
After learning Louis' world famous barbecue recipe, it's time to complete the wager for this section. Again, relative simple, but we do cut it pretty fine on this one, and post here, it's time to get back to our favourite thing, the collectible grind. Yay! A quick pit stop to hit an awesome jump, and then we're back on the grind, picking up another card, heading towards and picking up a wasp, a gag, heading to Old Gil and picking up the limo and fire truck, which leaves us pretty nicely with 69.9% completion.
Oh, very tired. Millhouse, what are you doing here? I thought you had a 4 o'clock wedgie with Nelson. I rescheduled.
I actually feel quite sorry for Millhouse, to be fair. But on another note, we need to complete his race, so let's get on to this. Another pretty simple one, to be honest. And as of right now, apart from a couple of close shaves, I guess, in this section, we've realistically completed every race, every mission, pretty simply. And after that, we also get ourselves the final collector's card. We then head to the second race of this section, which is with Nelson. And I may have started to speak a little bit too soon, because I actually had quite a bit of trouble on this race. We failed it a few times. I don't know if it was because we were using the taxi, maybe that wasn't the best car here, but eventually, you know, it's me, so of course we do pick up the win. Finally get to rub it into Selma's face, pick up another wasp, and then head towards Homer in order to pick up Mr. Plow in this section.
Love you.
Pay up, sucker.
You're charging your own son?
Yeah, I guess I am.
After finding out that Mr. Plow is a fantastic wasp destroyer, we then head towards the last race of this section, which I failed, and failed some more, and eventually just gave up. But after passing the time by picking up another wasp, and then looking at how close we are to completion, we decide to give it one more go. We do play a little bit dirty, hitting Lisa in the first corner of the race, and after that is a pretty simple race to the finish. We finally complete the last race on this section, which means we can move back into the main story missions.
You expect me to complete a Mark 10 Truckosaurus without a blender?
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Hi, everybody.
You seem like a heavy drinker. Do you have a blender?
Not now, okay? My monkeys have escaped.
So Professor Frink leads us to Dr. Nick, who in turn will give us a blender, but before we do so we need to race around downtown Springfield, picking up all the monkeys that have escaped and returning them to Dr. Nick, who I'm sure is going to do a couple of questionable things with them. After one more awesome final jump, we've got all 30 monkeys and we need to return to Dr. Nick in order to get that blender.
Welcome home, Daddy's little angels. Now, to put electrodes in your brain.
With our trusty blender in hand, that means that's the second to last story mission finished, 94.7% completion. All we need is 2 more wasps and 2 more gags in order to complete this level. After blinding Hans Moleman, we pick up the last gag in Moe's, which means all we've got left to do now is pick up 2 more wasps and then we are all done. The first being on top of the monorail and the second underneath the train tracks, and that's us done for collectibles. So finally we're on to the last mission of section 2.
Here's your last doodad. So can I see the Truckosaurus thing?
Yes. Here's a word I would love to be able to say. Unfortunately, there are too many people using cell phones, and the interference would then cause the monster to malfunction and kill many people.
Now, it wouldn't be the Simpsons hit and run if fixing a robot dinosaur involved a 10-year-old randomly destroying civilians' cars, and to me, science has officially gone mad. With the final cell phone user in our sight, it's time to head back to Professor Frink and see if all this was finally worth it.
Well done, my little sociopath.
I like to smash.
Now there is no chance my Truckosaurus will go on a killing rampage.
Wow, Truckosaurus is some kind of truck/dinosaur. I never would have guessed. Uh-oh. Yes! Everybody do the Bartman!
So not the perfect ending for Bart getting abducted by aliens, but for us that means 100% completion in section 2. So guys, please like, comment and subscribe for future episodes, and I will see you later. Goodbye.